Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of this.
The expressway is wide open, and he's brought down after a huge completion.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Red pass, it's complete. No ammo! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right spot.
They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Snags it over the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 92, set to kick off.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. this crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll run play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. Finds a crease at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's got his man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Graham. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but He just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. At the 35, he's open. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Cardinal! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Roll that offense back out there. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Stanford 21, Ohio State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Back to throw, it's Nolan. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right at the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. That's reeled in. It's Graham. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Movement here from the tight end. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner goes down. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40, the 20, and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Stanford!
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn on the gas. Great job, great return.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
It just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. Well, yeah, year in and year out. You know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle, safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Getting set for the point after. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Let's go! He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He's looking to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about the kick 6? What a return. And think about it. You go for the long field goal, do a good job of keeping somebody deep for the return. And here's the hard thing. All those offensive linemen try to protect the field goal. Now they got to go try to make a tackle. Too much speed. What an amazing return. What a big play.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's right on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires toward the target. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On second down, looking again to throw. Pulls it in. Good, solid tackle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Using his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Stanford! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Finds the tight end. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Give to the running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And now on second down for this offense.
Brings up second down.
They'll go to the ground. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Stanford 42, Ohio State 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
To the air. It's Nolan. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ready to try the point after.
In the end zone. The kicker is on for the extra
smashes it through for the PAT. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Ohio State, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And he hauls it in at the 30. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him onto the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Running with power. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give as they work on that clock. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
He's got the tight end. Down down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll leave it with him. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got his man quickly. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College.